Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. We're going to keep talking about the new forms and the updates. And I'm going to hit today a question that's come up multiple times that I didn't really anticipate, but we're going to try to clarify something. It's in the real estate brokerage payment addendum. So remember this form? I don't know, came out 5-6 years ago. And it's not new, but it's useful in this post-settlement world, and it basically it allows the buyer or seller, I guess, to request. So usually it's the buyer sending this over with the REPC, requesting that the seller pay part of the buyer's broker's commission, right? Buyer's got this obligation in the buyer-broker agreement to pay, X amount for the buyer's brokerage's services, and then they ask, hey, seller, are you willing to, pitch in? And then there's an amount you put on here. So not new, not a new concept, certainly. It's been around for a number of years now, but it works nicely with the settlement terms. So the question that's been coming up is there's this little line in Section 1, seller's payment to buyer's real estate brokerage. There's a line it's actually underlined, 2 words, in addition. So basically it says seller agrees to pay blank of the purchase price, so percentage or flat fee of the purchase price to buyer's brokerage. This payment shall be made in addition to any other compensation agreed to by the seller's brokerage to buyer's brokerage, if applicable. So this is really tripping a lot of people up. They're saying, well, wait a minute. In addition to, what does that mean? And they're looking at the listing agreement, the new listing agreement, and they're saying, is what's in 2.2 going to be added to this? Is what's in 2.1 going to be added to this? Like, what is this in addition? Does this form no longer work because it's going to create multiple layers of commission owed? The short answer is no. This was written 5-6 years ago, and that line was really written with the MLS BAC in mind, saying, hey, there's already something offered and being paid to the buyer's brokerage. This is in addition to that. So same principle applies now, but it's not automatically creating more compensation, more obligation. It's just saying if you've agreed to anything else in writing with the seller, with the seller's brokerage to pay the buyer's brokerage, then this is in addition to it. So it's not going to be common at all, but you could, I guess, have the listing brokerage and the seller paying different amounts. That doesn't make much sense at all, but that could happen, I suppose. And so that in addition language it's not going to automatically trigger any more commission being paid to the buyer's brokerage from the seller's side. It would have to be a written agreement known by the seller. And so it's not going to be a surprise of like, oh, wow, it automatically kicked. No, it won't automatically kick anything in. It's just language in addition to anything else. If you've agreed to something else outside of the REPC, this is in addition to this. It was meant to clarify, like, deal with this on its own and then anything else commission-wise on its own. Really, it was the MLS that was contemplated when this was written. So I don't know if it needs to be changed, but it's certainly, I don't think, harmful to use it now. It's, again, in addition, it's not going to be a surprise. It's something that the seller's side has to have agreed to in writing already. It's not going to be something that they don't know about. It's not going to make anything automatically pop up from the listing agreement. Hopefully that clarifies things. So, this is safe to use. It's good to use. It's a great tool. 99.99% of the time, I'm guessing This will be the only thing used. There will not be additional compensation anywhere. I'm really having a hard time imagining a scenario where you would. But you don't need to be afraid of that language, because it doesn't mean anything's automatically popping up. Okay? Hopefully that's helpful. Remember, this is not legal advice. This is legal information only. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. Thanks for tuning in.